So welcome to some first thoughts on a very small game. I don't know if many people have heard about this game. I don't know, it's a small indie game that's just come out called Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a prequel to one of my favorite games on the 360 and on the PS3. I absolutely loved this game. I was kind of taken back by the game, and I'm gonna get into some early impressions of this game, of the sequel. I'm not gonna give any spoilers at all. It's just some early impressions, not a review. What do I think about this game? This game has been in development for 8 years, and we've heard a lot of things behind the scenes that Rockstar has really overworked its employees to make that happen. And that's a debate for another thing. I'm not really down with that, per se. I don't like seeing a company take advantage of its employees and push them over the threshold of what they can do as people. But that being said, playing this game, I definitely feel for every person who worked on it, because it is incredible, this game. You can see the workmanship in every single moment of this entire game. And I have not been this taken back in a long time. This is an open sandbox, Western style of game. This is not about graphics. It isn't just about that the graphics are really good. The moment that got me in this game, I'm just going to get right into it. The moment that got me in this game was right in the beginning, where you're on horseback, you're riding up a snow-capped mountain, and then all the snow is coming down, and it's all against you, and it's a really hard climb for this horse to get up this steep hill. And I was watching it, and all of a sudden I was just like, I wasn't watching a video game. I was watching a life simulation event. It was crazy, because to see the horse struggling to walk up this hill, up to its knees in snow, and the way the horse was moving, trying to get past it. This is in real time, this is not a cinematic. And the way the horse is moving, and the way it's making your character move on the horse, I was just like, oh my god, look at the detail. And I was sitting there going, how did they even motion capture this horse to react to this snow that doesn't exist? And all of a sudden, this game took it to a different level for me in my mind. I was like, I don't know how they did this. And that was an amazing thing. All of a sudden, I was in this world in such a realistic way. And I wasn't just saying that the graphics are good. The graphics are great. The graphics are amazing. The lighting, the weather effects, the environments, unbelievable, incredible. The storyline, the way the characters interact with each other, the realism of the time period and what these people had to deal with at that time is captured in such a way that I cannot believe that people made this. I mean, I understand how this took 8 years and pushed people through the threshold of what they could possibly do, because when you play this game and see what they've done, and it's the little details. It's just the little details of looking up, I'd say that in the snow, and seeing the snow getting blown off the tops of the cliffs. And you're like, what? It's once in a while that I play a game that has such an effect on me that, like, it's more than a video game. I will say that for this. It's more than a video game. I remember playing Breath of the Wild, and, you know, that wasn't about the graphics per se, because the graphics in Breath of the Wild are okay. It was about the gameplay. Right here, this gameplay elevates it into a way that is almost freaky, how much work they've done in this game. The amount of details just in the graphics and the world and the environments alone, never mind all of the missions, all the ways you can react to other characters, the realism within the world, getting that Western feel. Let me say, I have never been into Western movies or that style of that genre. I've never really been into it. And I grew up in the 70s, and, you know, obviously in the 50s and 60s there was a lot of Western movies. And I just never really cared for that. I really enjoyed The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Clint Eastwood took it to another level for me with that. But I still was like, if somebody had told me a long time ago, one day you're going to play this Western open world game, and you're going to be in love with it. I'd be like, you're out of your mind. I don't like that style of thing. Riding around on a horse and having a 6-gun and bank robbers and bandits and towns and people. I don't think that's my thing. Only Rockstar could have pulled this off. Only Rockstar. They changed my mind with this game. I played this game and I was like, okay, I'm into this style of game. And then I play this game and I'm like, I'm not ready for what's to come. I can't even imagine playing this game online when that's accessible. That's going to be off the charts. Playing with my friends in the Old West, with the game looking as good as it does and controlling as good as it does, that is an entire game into itself for the future that I'll be spending a lot of time playing. I played a lot of it back in the old Red Dead Redemption. In this new one, I'm really going to delve in and live in this world entirely. This is my first thoughts on the game. You can see I'm a little enthusiastic. It's once in a while we get a game like this. Once in a while we get a game like this. And what do you guys think? Are you guys who are watching this, are you getting the game? Do you have the game now? Are you playing it? Are you excited about it? What are your first thoughts? That's what I want to know. That would be very interesting. These are just my first thoughts of what I think about it, and I'm just very early into the game. I couldn't even begin to fathom doing a review on this game because it's just so huge. And the amount they put into this, I haven't even scratched the surface. And let me say, I'm excited that I haven't scratched the surface because I can't even imagine what's to come. I can't. Already, the story has gripped me so much. And the whole system that you can be really good in this game or you can be really evil. This kind of like the first game in that regard, this game in that regard. I like that, and I can be the character that I want to be, and just the amount of stuff they've stuck into the limited amount that I played so far, my excitement is through the roof for the rest of the game, and this is my big holiday season game. I get a couple of weeks off in December time, going into January, and I'm so looking forward to playing this game and really delving into all the aspects of it. Because this is a game that you need to sit and devote a lot of time into. This is not a small style game. Even the beginning of the game is a huge tutorial on how to play the game. And they kind of lead your hand through it and let you off the rails at times. But that is a huge amount of time before you can kind of go off and do what you want to do in the game. And sorry, I'm just rambling and rambling. I'm going to stop now. I'm going to go back to the game and play it some more because it's awesome. It is really, really awesome. And anybody in the fence about this, really give it a go. Even people who are not into Western style games, give it a go. All I've been thinking about, it's really funny, is what are other people out there thinking while they're playing it? Are they this excited as I am? Is it living up to their expectations? And I'm like, this hasn't even scratched the surface of where I think this is going to go. And so obviously I can't give it a score or anything like that, but right now is a top tier game of the year game without question. It's extraordinary, and as I say, I've got to go back to it right now. So anyways, guys, until next time.